Hi, boys and girls. So for today, for grammar, we're going to be working on our capitalization. This is going to be a pretty easy skill for us since when we are working on writing, we tend to always go back and check for capitalization. I know some of us um, can forget it, but it is very important. It's going to be pretty simple to go over, and we're going to do a few practice problems, and then I'm going to have you go ahead and do your workbook page. So for capitalization, I have up here a little picture of mints. To remember what needs to be capitalized, we're going to use our acronym, which is the letters, for which things get capital letters. So I have the word mints. So for M, we always have to capitalize our months and our days of the week. So all 12 months and all 7 days of the week. And then we have I. So the I in mint stands for the letter I. Whenever you're writing a story, whenever you're writing anything, if you just have the single letter I, you're talking about yourself, that always needs to be capitalized. Then we have N, which is the names of people and places. So all of you guys need to have your names capitalized when you're writing about yourselves. If you're writing about a store you're going to, maybe you're going to Giant, maybe you're going to Sky Zone, wherever you're going, those places. If you're going to a state, Florida, if you're going to the beach, New Jersey Beach, those places all need to have capitals because they are either proper nouns or they are places. So that's what the N stands for. Then we have our T. We have the titles of books, movies, and games. So I know you all play video games, and hopefully you guys are all reading some books. All of those need to also start with a capital letter. Then we have our S, which stands for the beginning of sentences. We know we always start our sentences with a capital letter. And like we learned last week, all of our sentences end with punctuation. So what we're going to do is we're going to read our sentences, and I'm going to see if you guys can find the mistakes that I made of leaving out capital letters. So it says, read the sentence, identify the words that need to be capitalized. What we're going to do here is I'm going to read the sentence. You can pause the video, think about what needs to be capitalized. I'm going to underline it or circle it, and then you can check your work. If you think you know all of them, what you could do is you can pause the video right now. You can find all of them and then watch the rest of the video and see if you got all of them correct. If you want to write it down, you're more than welcome to. Or if you have your whiteboard, you can use that as well. So number 1, on Christmas Eve, we will decorate a tree with lots of lights. So go ahead and think about what needs to be capitalized here. You can pause the video. And I'm going to go ahead and get started. So we need the beginning of our sentence for the S in mints. And we have a holiday. I think a holiday is pretty important. It doesn't say it up here, but holidays are things that need to be capitalized. So the C in Christmas and the E and Eve will both be capitalized. Now let's look at number 2. I like October because it's when my birthday is. That is true. My birthday is in October. It's my favorite month. Well, maybe besides the summer months, but it's pretty close up there with my favorite months. So I know when we say capitalization, we have to use the M. M stands for months and days. So October definitely needs to be capitalized. And this I is 2 things. It's I by itself, and it's the beginning of a sentence. So that is a must for capitalization. All right, on to the next one. Let's go to Florida for vacation. So we can always start at the beginning of our sentence and look. Is the beginning of our sentence have a capital letter? Yes or no? This one doesn't, so we need to make that capital. And then there's one more in this. It is a place. So the other thing we're going to capitalize is Florida. And our last one, Jack and Jill play ball. So we know that the beginning of our sentences, and what does the N in mint stand for? You can always come back up here and look if you're not sure. The N stands for names of people and places. So since Jack is a person and he's in the beginning of the sentence, we definitely have to capitalize that one. And there's one more name. We have to capitalize Jill. So it is a pretty easy skill. If there is anyone who has trouble, please let me know.